Today is September 10th, 2023. And in the world today, there seem to be a lot of these mental health issues. People feeling depressed, people feeling anxious, all of that stuff. Could there be a link between the rise in those different things and the rise in narcissism? Thinking about oneself all the time? I think there is. I think the antidote to depression, anxiety, all of those things is to think about other people, how you can help other people, how you can serve other people, how you can make them feel better about themselves. If you're anxious, maybe try seeing if you can make sure everyone else isn't anxious. Make them feel comfortable and see what happens with your anxiety. If you're depressed, maybe try and make someone's day a little better. Do something to help someone and maybe give them a compliment. Give them a little bit of encouragement. One thing I've been thinking about a lot recently is vision. And part of that has been trying to think of the vision for my own life, what that looks like. But I've also been thinking about how I can cast vision for other people. And that doesn't mean you go around telling other people what they should do or things like that. What I mean is, think about the very best version of someone. Imagine if you knew someone and you thought of them at their very best, if they were just performing perfectly and, they took care of themselves and lived a good life, what that would look like. And then tell them that. Share that with them. Cast vision. It's one way of really encouraging someone. I've thought about that in my own life and how some of the most impactful moments were when someone cast vision for me. They said, hey, you would be good at this. Or, you don't have to be like that. You don't have to be an alcoholic. You don't have to hang around with lowlifes. You can be better than that. And sometimes those were the most impactful things someone told me. And I know in my life, when I was younger, lights went out. Uh-oh. Well, the lights in my car went out, so you can still hear me at least, and maybe see me a little bit. When I was younger, I was very much self-centered, pleasure-seeking. I was always thinking about the biggest high I could get, and it often led to me using other people for my own satisfaction, seeing what I could get from other people. And it's funny because that part of my life was when I was most depressed, most anxious. I had the worst mental health of my life during that period of time. And I still struggle with selfishness from time to time, and I'm not perfect in any way. But now that I at least think of others and try and do good things for other people and help them, I do seem to be at a point in my life where I'm also much happier. I'm much less anxious. So it's just interesting that there's a correlation there. So it makes me wonder if there's also that kind of correlation in society today, where we see this rise in depression, anxiety, those kinds of things. And it seems like we have also been seeing a rise in these narcissistic tendencies, the tendency to look in on oneself. We get it with social media and Instagram and trying to make ourselves look really good and get likes and validation and all that stuff. And we see that the more that people do that, the more they tend to deal with these mental health issues. So perhaps there's a correlation there. And if you're struggling with that stuff, just think about what you could do for someone else today or tomorrow, whenever you get a chance next. Anyways, I'm going to try and figure out why my car lights just turned off. So that's all I got for today. Peace.